Real Talk Live with Rodney Grimes. People to people, power to power, positive thinking people. Yes, with Sir Rod and Lady Z. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about we. In God we trust.
I do own the rights to this music. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Let's Talk About It Wednesday. Excuse me, you'll see, yes, I am in a robe. I'm not in the studio today. I'm at home in my office at home. And so I decided at first we had a guest scheduled, Maurice Hughes. Coach Maurice Hughes was supposed to be on the program this evening with us, and due to an emergency that took place, we had to reschedule. On top of that, even I had a situation earlier. That's why you see me sitting here with a black robe on, not to impress you or do anything, but just I'm trying to maintain the service that I try to bring to you on Monday and Wednesday and Friday. And so today I woke up, I really wasn't feeling well at all. I had a very, very, very rough day, which caused me to probably come to the title that I have today as well. And my title today is Face to Faith. Face to Faith. It was just ironic that this morning when I woke up getting ready to go to work, I was really, really feeling very, very ill. And it was, I don't know really where it all came from, because I know I've been struggling with some stuff here and there, but pretty much it was all about, just trying to maintain. And so the first thing I do every morning when I get up, the first thing I do is I look toward the window, which is facing the east, and I say, thank you, Lord, for giving me another day, give me another choice in the voice, and I just give him praise. Well, this morning when I woke up, I did that still, and literally found myself a little worried because I just wasn't feeling good. Now, let me show you where my title came from. Throughout the day, I was trying to get myself together, and then I realized after I received a phone call that also that my guest who was scheduled to come in had an emergency, and I was like, oh man, I just started thinking about so many things that's been going on, the good and the bad, and then Queen Rachel, who's a great supporter of the program, called like she always do anyway, and we had a very, very serious conversation, and in the conversation I had to acknowledge some things, so I had to face the truth about some things that was going on around me. I had to face some truth about some things that was going on with other people, and in the process of it, it kind of really knocked my spirit a little bit. And in our conversation, the title came up, face to face. When you go face to face with your issues, when you go face to face with all the problems that you have to encounter in life, your trials and tribulations and things you have to deal with. And so, as we were talking, and I'm a very, very spiritual guy. I don't claim a religion, but I do believe in God. I believe in Jah. I believe that there is only one creator. I don't care what you want to call him, and that's my belief. I'm not knocking yours. But when Rachel and I were speaking, I realized that God was also, he was sending a message to me. And that's when I said, the topic today is going to be face to face. And she said back to me, face to face, but I didn't hear face to face. I heard face to faith. And I had to ask her to repeat it. Now I'm just talking. I want you to follow me where I'm going with this, because with all the things that's been going on, the good and the bad, the struggles that I've been encountering moving forth, with the projects that I've been working on for many years. I've been doing production for more than 20 years. So this is not new to me. I've been doing showcasing, artist development, motivational speaking. I now do the podcast. And I've always wanted to be in the community doing things to help people. And I just love doing that. That's just who I am. And through the process of me doing this, what I realized is the only thing that keeps me going is my faith. My faith that I believe what I'm doing is ordained by God. I believe, whether you believe in God or not, I love you. I love you still, whether you believe in him or not. And that's okay. And I'm not telling you you have to. I'm telling you that I do. And I'm going to tell you that I pray for you. And I pray for your growth. I pray for your health. I pray for your wealth. And I pray for your faith. And so after Rachel, the Queen Rachel, and I was talking, I realized that I needed to have the subject to say face to faith. And I wanted the message today is for you to get, as you know, we at People to People, it's all about empowering your thinking, empowering your actions, and empowering the way you're living. I mean, do things to keep you moving and living healthy and doing the right things and staying focused, right? In order for you to do these things, first of all, you got to come face to face with the terms, right? You have to come face to face with your terms on things that you're going to be dealing with. And during your trials and tribulations of your journey, whether it's in your marriage, whether it's on your job, whether it's on a project, whether it's trying to build a platform or a beautiful deck in your backyard, you got to have faith in what you're doing. You have to have faith in what you're doing. And, when we talk about faith, faith is not like it's right there and you see it. Faith is believing that it's already going to happen, it's already done, it's already received. For everyone that's just joining in, this is People to People with Rodney Grimes. Again, I apologize. I had a very, 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 very rough day. But I have faith. And I continue to pray. Let me tell you, when I tried to get up and I was on my way out to go to work, I was having some real serious difficulties, right? And the first thing I did is I just dropped to my knees. I dropped to my knees and I started to pray to God. I said, Father God, just have mercy on me, but give me strength and help me to move forward to do the things I need to do and stay, on the journey and on the path in which I have been traveling. And with that, I realized that as I laid in the bed, I was still talking to God, and I started thinking about all the things that was going wrong. This is so funny. I could see everything that was going wrong. Everything that was going wrong. I'm on a fast right now, right? And everything that I said that I'm gonna stay away from was coming in my mind. It was calling me. Everything that I know I'm fasting from was calling me. and all I could really do was trust God and trust my faith. Now, this is not a religious sermon or something like that. I just want to talk about facing faith. I want you to think about what you do. You got to believe in yourself. So sometimes it's just all about you. You have to have faith in yourself and what you're doing. And why do I do this? It's a commitment. It's a commitment. Even when I'm sick, when I'm down, because this is my journey. This is my journey. My journey includes every last one of you, everybody out there that's going to see this program. And your journeys also probably do the same thing. You might be cutting your grass in your yard, but if your yard is beautified and is looking good, it affects your next door neighbor. Either it make his yard look like crap because he didn't do nothing to it, or it make his yard look good because he's doing the same thing. And y'all kind of come together, and it kind of elevates one another, right? And follow me where I'm going with that. And that's the same thing when we come to face reality and the truth about things, on how we function and how we move forth. What's happening? I'm not no philosopher or nothing like that. I'm just a man that I like helping people. I have a positive energy behind me. People to people, power to power, positive thinking people. I'm a positive thinking individual. I try to be like that. My grandmother many years ago told me, you always can take a negative and turn it to a positive. Easy. You can always do that. And I live by that no matter what trials and tribulations I have. But in the midst of all that as well, what I was taught and what I was able to learn as I move forward is to have faith. You have to have faith no matter how bad things get. Let's talk about even in relationships. Say you're having a bad relationship. Your partner is not doing what you want them to do. Right? You still got to have faith in the relationship. You can't lose faith in it, because then the relationship will fall apart. Say it's a job and your supervisor or your director or your manager, they ask you to do something and they want to have it done their way. But you know you can do it. You have to have faith in your ability to go ahead and do it to the best of your ability, and trust that when they receive it, that they'll be okay with it. You got to be like that in your raising your children. It's no book. They give you books, but there's nobody can tell you exactly how to raise your child and make your child come out to be perfect. You just have to have faith that what you do is going to work. And what we have to do in the process of that, we have to face our situations. It's so many things that's been going on, and with this program, People to People, I have been encountering so many ups and downs, so many roller coasters. I have been on several different platforms. I'm trying to remember. Do you remember the one that I was on before? Man, my mind is going sometime. VoxWave. I was on VoxWave. I was doing a program on VoxWave. We also, I had a co-host at that time, was Alice Williams was with me. I also had Real Talk Live with Rodney Grimes. And then it went from that to People to People with Rodney Grimes. And it was a reason for that, because during the process of me on my journey, I trust and believe and have faith that I will succeed in this process, because I feel God is the one who gave me this purpose, not my own. What I really love doing, I love taking pictures. I love being doing. If I could just do photography and probably write poetry and get paid very, very well, I probably would just do that. But also in that process of with me doing production and stuff, I've come to a point where I like helping people and trying to make things happen. And so I had to face my journey, believe in my journey, and have faith in the process of my journey, and know that I will succeed. As I said, for those who just joining in, yeah, I'm in my robe because I had to tend to my body today. I wasn't feeling well, and I was exhausted. I was exhausted, and I had to lean on faith today. I had to lean on faith. I had to lean on it, and when I realized that my guest who was supposed to be on today wasn't going to be able to make it, I had to make a decision. I had told my wife, I said that I wasn't going to do the program today. I was just going to tend to myself and try to get my body and make it work on my health. And while laying in bed, I was facing all of the things that I have to deal with. I was thinking about everything that comes with this project. I was thinking about all the people who I seek to give support, the ones that do give support, and the ones that don't. I was thinking about all these things. But when it all came down to it, I realized I just have to have faith and believe that what I'm doing is going to succeed and it's going to benefit others. It's several people I always think about, and they're very popular, and Tyler Perry is one of them. I always think about Tyler Perry. He motivates me because I realized when I read his story on how he didn't come up a rich kid. He didn't come up with, many things to help him do what he's doing today. But he had faith within himself, and I know he believes in God because he speaks on it all the time. But he had faith in what he was doing, and I remember one of the stories that I heard him tell was when he did his first play, and he took all the money he had to do it, and he put that faith in that play, and he went to do it, and hardly nobody showed up, and he used all his money, but what happened? He didn't give up. He kept the faith. He took the play, and then I believe he brought it to Washington, D.C., or he carried it to a couple of different places and ended up selling out. And as he was moving forward, he kept the faith, and look at him now. Look at him now. And as many other people whom I've watched their stories, and I thought about, what type of drive did they have? What was it that got them over the hump? What was it got them to a platform where what we were considered success? I just wanted to know what was it? And every time it came back to it was faith. They had to have faith in what they was doing. I listened to Steve Harvey's story when he was talking about he was in a situation where he didn't have no money at all. He had just spent his last little bit of money. He was in a phone booth talking to the individuals in Washington D.C. not Washington D.C. to come to New York to come to the Apollo, and he didn't have any money, and he had to have faith that it was going to work. But throughout that story, him getting from where he was to get to the Apollo, he had to have faith. And each time, because of the faith that he had, something happened to help him move forward. So don't make this about me. Don't make this about me. Don't make this just about you. Let it be about us. But let us have faith in everything that we do. Let us have faith in each other. I try talking to young kids all the time. I try to penetrate their thinking, to give them faith in themselves, and not let society dictate to them that they should rob and steal and cheat, or expose their bodies, become whores and prostitutes and drug dealers and these things that'll get them locked up or degrade them. I try to talk to young people and always tell them, to do the best you can and keep God in your life and have faith in yourself. But that also applies to us as an adult too. We have to have faith. We have to have faith. Hey, Lady Z, I'm going to ask you a question. Is the light reflecting out of my glasses? Because I know me later on, I'll be like, I should have took them off or... Mm-hmm. Huh?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. So if I take it off, maybe that'll do better. I just take them off, because I know after I watch this later, I'll be like, oh man, the light was right in my eyes or whatever. But what I want to say to many people, just remember to have faith. Have faith. Have faith in God. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in it. And you know, with that and with all that, when you have faith, it also comes support. You know, people need that. I'm going to give you a prime example. Let's talk about your parents who raised you, right? They have faith that raising you will put you in a position when you become an adult that when it comes time that they're going to need your assistance, that you will be there to take care of them. So they give you everything they got. They make sure you don't be hungry. They make sure you have clothes on your back. They make sure you have funds in your pocket. They make sure that you're healthy and well, and try to give you wisdom and be wise. And they have faith that, you know, you'll take what they give you and use it to your benefit to become a productive citizen of the world. And then in that process, what you'll do is then you will actually be able to return that service when they become elderly in life. Not all the time does that work, but they have faith that it will. And most of the times, in most cases, in many different cultures, they do that. So, again, if you're just joining in, this is Rodney Grimes, People to People. This is the People Podcast. My topic today is faith to faith. Face to faith. Yes, I'm in my role because, again, I had a very, very, very trying day today. I was really under the weather earlier, but the situation as it goes, I'm the producer and the leader in this project with People to People. So, you know, if I don't do it, nobody else at this time, they won't step in to try to go to the level where I will. And I'm not saying that to be negative. I'm saying that because this is my personal journey, and it's up to me to follow through no matter what. So I decided, as I was talking to my wife, I said, you know, my guest that I had scheduled had an emergency, and I then thought about it. I said, you know, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be obedient, because my prayer today to God was to, one, help me go through my process of feeling better, but also to work on my faith and have me to know that this is going to be okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. I've been praying and trusting that God was going to, you know, work on the things I'm telling you. We have to have faith in everything we do. Everything. And I don't want to be redundant in my conversation, but think about all this going on. You got to work on your health. One of the things that I've been dealing with lately, I have never had no allergy problems before. And now I'm like dealing with this, and this is blowing me. I'm sure that through the process of with us wearing a mask and dealing with COVID, has something to do with the breathing and how we are. So, you know, to you, anyone listening, be very aware of what you're putting in your body. Be aware of what you're eating. Be aware of how you're taking care of yourself. Face yourself. Face the fact that you have to make changes in your life, and then trust and believe and have faith in yourself that you can each time reach the goals which you set forth for you to accomplish. Again, it's many of us out there be struggling. People come on the program, and some watch and some don't. I'm working on quite a few things. I got some very prominent people that's going to be coming on. We're moving, trying to build a powerful networking force here in the DMV, in the District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. That consists of, you know, all around Baltimore, Maryland, and so we all are family. We all are connected on this end, and I have faith that with the work that I'm doing and some other individuals, we're going to make it that we're going to change how we do things. We're going to open doors for young people, old people, middle-aged people that's trying to do things to support the communities around them. And we're going to make some things happen in this area. I send kudos out to many, many people that's doing different things in different locations. I love what Atlanta is doing. I just think that it's phenomenal how they come together down there, and they are building and building and building, and they're networking with one another, that they're being spoke about all over the world. Well, all over the United States anyway, because they are becoming a serious networking force and making things happen. I'm listening to people every time they say, man, I'm going to try to do something. They think about relocating to Atlanta, where I'm telling you, we making it happen here in the DMV too. These people, that's my journey, is to have us here to have an open door to make things happen here, that we don't have to run to another location to get some recognition. So with that said, you can have faith in this program that we will do whatever we can to try to give you support and move forth. Now, I don't want to just sit here and be talking and rambling off. I want you to get something out the program. The topic today is face to faith. I want you to think about something that's going on in your life. I want you to think about something that's really becoming a challenge to you. Face it. Face it. And then analyze it and try to work through it and have faith that it's going to work out in your favor. Don't let the depression get you. Don't let a person who hating on you take your joy from you. Don't let the people who don't see your dream be dream killers. Have faith. Have faith in what you're doing and keep moving forward. Because see, one of the things I can assure, that's without a doubt, I know that when you have faith, and it only have to be as big as a mustard seed. When you have faith in God, God will make it work for you. I think about all the things that went back into history. I think about all the people that had really put in hard work. I remember my grandfather, who's been dead for many years. He was born in 1900, John Shepherd. My grandfather would sit on the porch and I would listen to him talk. And he would talk about the struggle for the black man in this country. Now, as you know, we face the truth. And when my grandfather was talking, I just didn't understand some of the stuff he was telling, because I didn't really experience it at the level that he did. And he always talked about, what he worked for, and he always had faith in God, right? Now, that was one of the things that I wanted to mimic from him, because he stood as a man, he stood proud as a black man, and he stood proud with his faith in God. And in the process of that, I think he did very well. From what I understand, my grandfather retired 3 times, and my grandfather worked hard to take care of my grandmother and my mom and her siblings. And a very, very great man, along with his brothers that are all passed on as well, but just some good men. But every last one of them I know of them had faith. They had faith in what they was doing, and then it made a difference. And the reason why I went there was because my grandfather, if I had told him that it was going to be a black president in the United States, my grandfather at the time, he would have told me, get off his porch. He would have said, there's no way. If I had told him that it would be a woman of color as vice president in 2022, he probably would have looked at me and said, yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, he wouldn't have believed it. But now, just think about us. All the people, black, white, Asian, Hispanics, we all having faith in moving forward. The good people, right? We had them faith in, and what happened? Things change it. I believe when we keep the faith even through this process where we are, when we start to really, really realize how much we are alike and not so different, and have the faith to do what is right, things are going to benefit us. It's going to make a difference in our life. And this goes for you even in your relationships. So, my topic today is faith face to face. I have to keep sipping on this smoothie because my throat becomes dry and it makes me want to cough. I got a lot of trees in my backyard, and with the cherry blossoms and all that stuff blooming all over the place, I tell you, I know some of y'all out there know what it's like. But I have faith that I'm going to make it through all this and it's going to be all right. Everybody just tuning in. This is People to People with Rodney Grimes. The topic today is face to faith. Please excuse me. So again, you have to have faith in everything that you're doing. We are working on projects to try to get exposure for different people. And what I was trying to think about was some of the young rappers and some of the poets that I've talked to, that I've had on the program, and some of the people that came by. I was like, you know what? Different people were working on different projects and things. I was like, do they really believe that they're going to make it? Do they really believe? Or they just doing it? And then when I think about it, I say, you know, I got to show them through my journey that I have faith that I'm going to succeed. Not just for me, but for all of us. And I got to keep the faith that things are going to work out. Thank you. So y'all work with me. Yeah, I got to get some tea in my system here. Because what's happening is it's starting to mess with my throat. So, no, I don't have COVID. Isn't that something? Where we are today, with the changes, facing the truth. So many things that changed around us. We now got to change how we deal with one another. We're not showing love. We're not really hugging and kissing each other. We're not supporting each other like we used to, or like they used to back in the day. We're making it all about an individual, one person just trying to survive and make everything about them. You know, you can't do that. And when I say you can't do that, you can do whatever you want. But when I'm telling you, you better think about what you put out is what you get back. Now, you may not think that it's going to affect you, but it'll affect your family. It'll affect your family members. And so you got to be conscious about what you do and how you go about it. So it's very important that as we move forth and we try to do the right things, that we focus on facing the truth, seeing what it is, and then having the faith in it that it's going to come out to benefit us. Like right now, on my fast, I'm telling you, you already know if you fast, you already know the first couple of days of whatever you're giving up, your body, your mind be calling for it, right? And those are the times when you be working on your faith with your relationship with God and have faith that you're going to make through. And that's what I do. As I did this morning when I woke up, I couldn't even hardly walk. I was like, oh, Father God, please. And I just dropped to my knees. I started praying, and I was like, with the faith that I have, I know I'm going to be okay. And, you know, we got to still do our part, but I got that faith. I got that faith. So, you know, my message to you, don't give up on your dreams. You're working on something. And if you see somebody else working on a dream, help them. Help them. We had a program we talked about forgiveness. Help a person. We had a program where we talked about not being selfish. Help a person. Don't make it all about you. You know what I come to realize? While I'm at a point right now, I'm not in good relationships with a few people, right? But that's their choice. You know why? Because deep down inside, I ain't mad at them. I'm not mad at them. I'm okay with whatever they did. I'm okay with how they feel. Because what I do, I pray for them. I have faith that God will fix it. And He will bless them in their way, in their own time. I have faith that God will do that. And I said that to say that that's what I do is I face the truth. I face the truth about things, and then what I do is then I just pray over it and I have faith that it's going to work out for the best. So if you're struggling with some drug problems, drinking problems, some abuse in your life, depression, anything, you got to have faith that you can work through it. Whatever it is, you got to have faith. If you're having a struggle in your relationship, take your partner. If you're not going now, let me tell you something. Having faith doesn't mean be stupid. But if you're in a relationship with and you got a partner that's not really satisfying your needs, your wants, your desires, helping you fulfill your goals in life, pray over it first. Have faith that God is going to fix it, and then do your part. Have a discussion with them. Let them know what's going on. Let them know what you want. And have faith that it's going to work out. Because if in your mind you assume that it's not going to work in your favor, then it's not. If you don't have that faith that it's going to work out, it's not. That's the same thing even on the job. Or if you want a certain job. If you want a job and you really want it, have faith that you're going to go get it. Have faith that you're going to make the changes in your life and it's going to come to you. I believe that many, many people who started with a plan and did what they do, they got a pencil and some paper and they started to write information. And when they write it, it starts to take form. It becomes something. It becomes a part of what you are, and then you start to develop the faith in what you put down on the paper, and then you start to working toward it. That's what I did when I started doing the podcast. I just grabbed my phone one day. I saw you could go live. I was like, man, let me see how this work. And I did it. And I was talking about some people's issues and talking about my own. And after a while, it just took off. At one time, I had tons and tons of people watching, calling me, sending emails, telling me, Rodney, you're doing a good job. Guess what? I was having faith. I was having faith in God that He was going to change my life, that He was going to help me to live right. He was going to have me that I was going to be the individual who's going to make a difference in other people's life. No, I'm not perfect. I still do things that, sometimes I just got to go say, God, please forgive me. I be praying sometimes. I say, God, please help me to be a good person. As soon as I do that, I can go right around the corner and see somebody that did something and call them a name. You so-and-so. And then I think, man, golly, I just messed up. But then I realized that, something, that's a process that I realized what I did because of the faith that I had, that I was able to acknowledge that and then try to do better as I moved forth. With the rest of my journey or the day or whatever I was doing or wherever I was going. So I just want to tell you that you're going to find those days where things are going to be rough for you, but face them. Face them. Not all the time are they going to work in your favor. Grandma Sinclair said that you can't help everybody because they won't let you. And when they don't, you just remove yourself. Here you go, you want this. So, I remember that. As many people I want to love and give love to, they don't want it. Okay, fine. As many people I want to give me love and they don't want to give it to me, that's fine. I just remove myself. But I ain't losing my faith. And I'm going to face it. And I'm going to face the truth. I'm come face to face with it and deal with the face to the faith. And make sure I understand where I'm going. Right now, I got some things that I'm dealing with that, I have no control over. But I got the faith that God is going to help me through all of it. There's a lot of people that I help, I'm networking with, I'm doing things, I got faith in them. I got faith in people that haven't really did anything for me, to help me get where I am today. And when I say haven't did anything for me, it wasn't like that they, came and said, Rodney, I'm going to help you fulfill your dreams and stuff like that. I've had to have faith in other people to come along and for hopefully they'll see what I'm seeing and say, okay, we can journey together and have faith in the process and move forward and we accomplish it. So with everybody that's joined in, and you see this program later, the topic of the for this evening, this program is face to faith. Face your troubles. Face your situations. Look at them and have faith and believe. You're going to make mistakes. Things are going to happen. But if you believe and put God first in everything that you do, I'm telling you, I don't care what you call him. You just put God first, and I promise you, he will show you by having faith on how he'll bless you. He'll make all the things for you come to right to your forefront. You'll be like, oh my God, man, I didn't know this was going to work out like this. But you having that faith, you don't be surprised. That faith makes a difference. For everybody out there to see the program, this is People to People. We are now a nonprofit. We are a nonprofit LLC as well. We are looking for donations. You can give donations and get a tax write-off for doing so. Please remember, we are it's a community-based program. What we do is we try to help people. We try to open doors for people. What I want you to know is this is what God put in my spirit to do. And I have faith that I'm going to succeed. Not going to, I am succeeding. I've helped a lot of people. I helped a lot of people. Young and old. And I trust that God is going to continue to move me in a direction. Even with all the struggles and trials and tribulations that I'm dealing with right now, guess what? I got faith that God is going to pull me through. Our Cash App is the $RG1960. I tell you that because it's been many people that's helped us stay moving forth, and they've been helping us out. And they're doing it because they have faith in the program as well. Let me tell you something. I'm no different from any advertisement that you see on TV where they're asking you to send money to help get water for somebody, or to help save the elephants, to help the dogs, to help the cats, to help the hungry. It's no different. It's no different. People to people, we have to survive. The studio costs me money. The equipment costs me money. Each time that we're moving forward. So anything that you give to the program, believe me, you are more than welcome. We are located at 1934 Suite 304 Old Gallows Road, Tyson's Corner. You're more than welcome to come out anytime to see what we're doing. We're at the intelligence office building there. A beautiful location where we've been really having very, very great success in building good relationships with different people, different companies. I'm letting you know, when you contribute to this program, I have nothing to hide. I have the faith in you. I ask you to have faith in me. Don't make it about me. Don't make it about you. Make it about us. Let's use this platform. You got a business you want to talk about? Get in touch with us. You can email me at rodneygptp@yahoo.com. Excuse me. So again, a lot of people are looking and they're talking about these things. I'm telling you, if you have somebody that want to learn how to get into working the technical side of it, we have internship. If you want to do your own podcast, we have a professional setup there that will definitely be a service to you. You come in, look at the location, let us know what's necessary, we make it happen. This is a process of us doing what we got to do. So I just want to say peace and blessings, and thank you for everybody who has been tuning in, and know that this is real for everybody that's been tuning in. I was going to call out the names. I see this Rachel, Beth, Walter, Miss Lucas. How you doing, darling? Vera, Katrina, Mike, Christy, Rev Gotti. Peace and blessing to you, my brother. Tawana, John, William Slate. I thank all of you for your support. I thank you for believing in the process. But I'm going to tell you, this is a journey that's for all of us that's moving forward. This is a process for us to make a difference in our life. You got to have faith in what you're doing. Have faith in what you're doing. And I'm going to tell you something. People to people, I changed the program from Real Talk to People to People because it's about you. It's about you surviving. It's about us surviving. No man can go take a battle on and have a war and think that he's going to succeed on his own. Even when a woman has a child, most of the women say, I can raise this child by myself. No. You're going to need somebody. You're going to need somebody to help you. People to people. Right? If it ain't your mother, grandmother, sister, brother, your cousin, your next door neighbor, you're going to need some support somewhere. You go to work, you're going to need a babysitter. When you go to the church, you need a pastor. You go to the hospital, you need a doctor. You're going to need somebody. It's important that you realize that. And in that process, have faith as you move forth. Have faith on everything that you do. I looked up because I'm keeping an eye on the time. I got about 5 more minutes. I want you to know that God is good. And I got faith in this project. And I will not stop until I have hit the plateau or the platform where we are noted all over the world. And people are going to see that People to People is the People podcast. And our objective is to move forth and support anything that you're doing positive. I want you to know that this is something that is a part of us moving forward together. We have to work hard together. Let us not be the crab in the pot. You know, when you drop your crabs, at first, for a long time, I didn't know what that meant until one day we was cooking the crabs. And I was like, man, the crab is getting ready to get out. And they said, don't worry about it. The other crab will get him. That tripped me out. And the crab was almost out of the pot. And that other crab grabbed his leg and locked on and didn't let go. We ended up eating him too. Then I understood the crab in the pot. Let us not be that. Let us be the one that uplift each other. Let us know about forgiveness, love, understanding. Take your wisdom and share it. You may think that when you're thinking only about yourself, you might say, well, this is not about them. They're not paying my rent. Well, let me tell you something. When you live in an apartment building, it is important that your next door neighbor keep his apartment clean. You know why? Because if your next door neighbor get mice and rats and roaches, you're going to get them. So it's not just you in your own little section that's not going to affect nobody else. So you got to know that. On a job, when it's a project, if you're a supervisor, guess what? You need to be good to the people that's under you, because they're the ones that make you look good. When you're a pastor in a church, you gotta give them the word. You gotta be a good leader, so that they develop that faith and be able to work together to move forward. You see people building buildings, what they do is brick by brick. And it's not just one man laying a brick. And one man can do it for only a certain level in a certain area, then he's going to need some help. If he don't need it by a physical body, he's going to need it from a machine. But he's going to need some help. In order for him to succeed, he has to have faith. He has to look at the situation and see what it is. You have to have faith. Face your situations, see where they are, and do what you can to help that person move forward. And when you see that they don't want your help, it's okay. Keep it moving, because the next person will. But don't make it all about yourself, because the one day that you think that it's all about you is when God will show you by something coming into your life that you're going to need somebody. Most of the time, the person you need is the one you was the meanest to. I was wondering where you gonna call in there, Queen Rachel. How you doing? Wait a minute. Say that again.
I didn't think I needed to call in. You're doing a good job.
Well, you know what? This was part of the conversation that you and I had today.
I heard it when I came in. I was like, oh, he's reflecting.
And that's what we talked about. Wasn't that the conversation for Monday? Reflecting.
Yes, it was.
I love for people to go back on the show and look at the titles and see what the program's about. Just listen to them. You don't have to watch the whole hour, and it's not that long, but I'm saying get something out of it. But we were reflecting today, and Queen Rachel, thank you. Thank you so much for the inspiration you gave me today. I want to tell you thank you.
You needed my energy.
I did. I was having a very, very rough day.
My energy.
Well, if I stole it from you, I'm sending you something back, because guess what? God is good, and I got faith in us.
I know.
I got faith in us.
I said I was proud of you, and and I'm praying and being thankful for your healing already through God and Jesus Christ, because it's already done.
Yes.
It's a matter of you believing it yourself, like you said. We have to have the mindset. You know how they say you renew your mind. We have to renew our mind and knowing that it's already done. Because he did it for us already when he went to the cross.
That's right.
It's already done.
And we have to have that faith and know.
Yes.
And everything.
The faith, exactly. The intention of your faith. And every step that you make. You ask God to direct your step in everything. Including dialing a phone number that you can't even remember. Lord, help me remember phone number, call such and such.
Hey, you know what?
You're going to do something, then it comes up.
And you know what, Rachel? That brings me back to an individual who didn't really have faith in God, right?
Yeah.
I ain't going to say his name, but he's somebody related to me. And he was telling me that he lost his keys. I told this story one time before. And he wanted to challenge the ability of God, right? He couldn't find the keys. Now, I'm going to say that he didn't really have faith in God from the very beginning, but as things he started to feel like he just didn't have no other place to turn to. Guess what he did? In the middle of the room, the little bit of faith that he had, that little mustard seed, he said, well, Father God, if you really real, help me find my keys.
Yeah.
Now, he told me that he had looked in this certain area several times, but he didn't see the keys. But when he said that, something in his spirit told him, look in that box one more time. And when he moved the things around a little bit more and went a little more into detail, that's where he found the keys at. Come on now. You got to have faith.
That's exactly right.
So,
Exactly right.
with that said, God is good. I thank you so much for your support. I thank you for all you do. You are a true supporter of the program. And as I said, for many, many people out there, we'd love for you to contribute to the program. We are a nonprofit. You can give us and this is for some of you individuals out there, because I'm trying to get over $100,000.
There you go.
I'm trying to get over $100,000.
Gotta go.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm trying to do that is because this platform is to help young people get through the process of accomplishing their goals. Yeah. And see, we can do that through the arts, through having networking functions where people come in and meet other people and understand their business and what their purpose is. And having people to people and us able to move forward is a very, very powerful thing for us.
It is, and you told the vision, I saw the vision, and I'm still sticking with the vision and try to help the best way I know how by sharing resources. And God knows where this is going to go. You just got to stay focused each step of the way. And it become, like I told you earlier, uncommon lifestyle of miracles and wonders. And you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
That will come and provide what you've been praying for.
Yes.
You never know. You come in from the oddest places you never thought of.
I have faith. I have faith, and I believe with all my heart. Each time that I get up and I struggle to go out to the studio, and I go out there and I realize now I got to get another piece of equipment. I'm trying to get these people to see the vision and see where it's going to benefit us all.
Yes.
I just keep the faith. But hey, Queen Rachel, we are over in time, so I'm going. Yeah.
We are. We got a couple minutes, don't we?
No. I don't know, what time is it?
It's 8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock. Yeah.
It's 8 o'clock. Oh, my clock must be slow.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I understand.
8 o'clock exactly.
Exactly. Okay. Well, it's time for me to go. I just want to wish everybody, a wonderful and beautiful sleep tonight and rest. And follow the steps that is ordered by God, and stay positive and make sure your attention is right on what you're going to deliver for is your energy day by day, moment by moment, and second by second. Appreciate you able to open your eyes and breathe. It means you're alive. How are you going to open the gift He is giving you in that present at that moment? How are you going to open it up? Just think about that for a moment.
That's true.
Leave it right there.
Thank you. I love you, babe.
Love you too. Love you guys.
Love you.
Positive thinking people. Positive thinking people. Every Monday night. Every Wednesday night. Every Friday night. Every Monday night. Every Wednesday night, every Friday night, every Monday night, every Wednesday night. Positive thinking people, PTP. Positive thinking people, PTP. Positive thinking people, PTP.
You can take me out. God bless you.